Welcome at Cap Empire. Today, I want to talk about the how can you step into new consciousness that is emerging right now. Planetary, there's this new consciousness that is emerging, but people aren't recognizing it yet. So, how can you help yourself to go into this new consciousness and start viewing the reality according to it as a hyper individual, not based on low self-esteem, not based on a belief system, not based on a myth or legends. So, how can you help yourself to go into this new consciousness? That is what we want to talk about right now. So, are you ready to step into this new consciousness, or you are not ready to do so? Remember the old course, the thing that was out there in the past, people were being ruled and controlled by fear because of every aspect of every belief system that everyone was trapped in. But with the reality, with the news, everyone was able now to view that what they were believing in or were not real. They all just they had insecurities because they didn't know how and where they can get the message of the truth, message of the reality. That's why majority were holding on to belief system that they were having, that maybe what they were being taught by parents. Some they were trapped to belief systems that maybe they read somewhere in class about how other people were living in the past, whatsoever it might be. But we know now that reality is mathematics and everything is a number, and the number is what rule the universe. So this new consciousness that is emerging right now, are you ready? Are you left behind? Because remember, once something new is happening, once something new is emerging, there is always uncertainty of what is going to become. There is always resistance to some individuals because what they were believing in, there is always that fear that maybe there might be something different than the way they were used to be, instead of not knowing that they are going to attain the true divinity. Because you as a soul, you have to look within, make cautious. And once you do that, it means you realize that you are divine, you are soul, you are and your soul is here to learn, grow, and actualize. And these avatars are there to help you interact in the horrors as you are learning, growing, and exploring life. But if you are being identified by the avatar, then you also get trapped in the avatar, and it never grow and actualize to its fullest potential. So we are here to give you information that will help you to actualize to your fullest potential. And we are going to read an article. I'm going to read it for you. You already know it's always a culture that I read out this for you guys to see. Yeah, this is the article I have loaded, and I'm going to read it. It's about the journal. The article name is from, the source is from Science Direct, and the article name is Technological Forecasting and Social Change. And the title of the article is New Consciousness, a Societal and Energetic Vision for Rebalancing Humankind Within the Limit of Planet Earth. And this was written by Christian Greer. That is what we want to talk about, more especially as we are going to step into this new consciousness, are ready to step out of your old beliefs. Remember, you have to question everything, and always the good things learn. The past is all there for you to learn from, and the future is what you live for. And you live to the present while you are also focusing on the future, where we are going, directing the omega point where everything is going to be in perfect harmony. And once everything is perfect harmony, then we say now we have to start another maybe big bang is going to occur. We never know once everything is perfect harmony, when everyone have attained his divinity, because that is the goal. Once everyone have attained his divinity, realize that his internal soul, his internal monad, then it's when now we are going to be able now to start building up planetary civilization, where we might be able now to even colonize other planets as a human species, because we have been evolving since the time of Big Bang, long time ago, and we are still being involved. Look at the now the technology we have built in. It's all us. That's why we say we have also to all of us step into this new consciousness, because the technology like the cell phones, whatsoever, social media is also going to help us a lot in coming together as one on the planet Earth. So it says, humankind has reached a level of ongoing crisis, which is mainly due to unsustainable energy systems and non-acceptance of planetary boundaries. This is trying to say that humankind, as we were living in the past, when there were no smartphones whatsoever, people were living like in double world. Some they were living like they are on the other planet, but without realizing, oh, we are here on planet Earth and we have only 6 continents. And these 6 continents are what everyone is trapped in. And we are in different colors. We are like, for me, I'm black, so I'm proud to be black. Some are white, some are Spanish. We have different colors, but behind all those differences in our avatars, how our avatars looks, we are internal beings, we are internal souls, or we are internal monads. We are coming from the frequency domain where everything is just a number. And those frequency domains are that link to these avatars via intuition. And they'll have linked to these avatars for here on earth to learn, grow, and actualize. You see? So right now it's time to realize that you are not just a body, as the way Jesus of Nazareth said in the Bible, that you are a soul, a body. Right now, this is new consciousness, this is new beginning. You have to also realize that you, plus those what he said, you are also the internet, because internet is also part of you, and it is the only thing that is going to help us fulfill the Jesus prophecy that we are all equal. Love your neighbors, you love yourself. Once you see the other, you have seen God is through on the internet, because it's the only internet that is helping us to get connected planetary. See, without the internet, you couldn't be able to have this information. I couldn't communicate to you if there wasn't in an internet. So you can see we have the body, the soul, and also the internet is also part of us. You have to live according to that. On a more fundamental level, crisis is caused by prevailing worldview and values. See, you can see some that like those who are in America, they might be feeling they are on top of the planet because of their values. Some because maybe they value money, some they value whatsoever have surrounded them. Some they just value the name of just being in America. See, without realizing that their internal souls, their internal monads. You see. Once you realize that there are internal, you are internal being, then you also realize that every system that has been there was just an illusion. Yeah, that you get identified with is and just an illusion. It's not your true self. Because there are people, some they get identified by themselves by the job they are working. Some they get identified by maybe the place they are living in, and they build up ego, which is not accepted because you have really need to have the ego, but you don't need to be identified with the ego. Because if you get identified with, you identify yourself with the ego, then you a lot of chaos or what happens, and you can't even learn, grow, and you also cannot learn, grow, and actualize because if you're going to still be trapped in ego beliefs. Because if you get identified in your ego, it means there are certain aspects that you haven't looked within, that you haven't questioned. And those beliefs, they're the one that will still keep you at a low state of self-awareness. So you have to transcend your ego, but you don't destroy your ego. Because if you destroy your ego, then you become a sentient creature. But you have to realize that you have the ego, but you have to transcend your ego. Use your reason and your logic as the main purpose in everything that you are doing. Once you do that, then you will realize that the other is just the same reflection as you. The rest were just illusions that were made to trap you so that the elite, the systems, they can use you efficiently. Like the way the education system is right now is just educating people for them to be obedient at work. They are not being educated to realize their own true divinity so that they can live meaningful and purposeful life, which is a goal in the divine society we are creating, that we need to live meaningful and purposeful life. That is our goal. That's why we are giving you this information for you to realize your divinity so that you can live according to that and create the society of divine beings. Universally accepted values of today emphasize material well-being and growth. You see? Material well-being, like the how much resources you hold. Some majority they are getting identified with these things, but with this information, majority are also realizing that the material itself are the prison that you can get yourself trapped in. Your internal being, but having a lot of resources is also a good thing for you to make your life easier and for you to also help the society transform materially. But to get identified, building the ego based on those materials, it will mean you not being able to realize your divinity, and you get find yourself identified with the ego and to interact with others out there, those who are divine, those who have realized their internal, they are not the materials that are out there. It becomes harder for you. In the end, you breed on those that were not supposed to be bred on. And consider nature only as resources to be exploited by humans, and neglect the notion that humans are connected to each other and to nature on a very fundamental basis. You can see at the conclusion there that we are connected at the very fundamental basis. You see, that is to say, us as internal source, we are coming from frequency domain, and this horos is there for us to interact with each other. We don't need to look at the other as a threat. You have to look at the other someone you can learn from. That is the main purpose you need to focus on. Because look at the other as a threat, that is old way of living life, because you didn't realize that intuitively we are all connected. As the intuition, the source to our soul, then it means everyone have it. You see? And everyone is coming from the same source where we call it God, because it's where every possible values, where every possible value, every negative and positive values exist. And we also identify it as nothingness. And that is what have given rise to space-time domain, which is the horos we are living now. We are living in that it has given up out to these avatars we are interacting. And the eyes are just the global that will help, that helps us to interact in the horos. But for you to create, achieve, and involve and actualize, you have to use the reasoning. You have to put your logic and reasoning up high, so that, because the only way that your internal soul, that the soul see the world, see reality, is via reasoning. If you can no longer put reasoning, then it becomes hard for you. You become delusional. You might be delusional. You might have a lot of mental pain. You might also be not being able to see reality. And once you are not able to see reality, it means others are going to use you, because you don't know what your reason is you are here for. So if you are getting used, they never giving you what you need, then confusion is what brings in mental pain in you. That's why we are here, to help you discover your divinity. Once you discover that, then everything is going to be okay for you, and you are going to thrive right here on the planet Earth. That is what I wanted to share with you guys. So always be smart, use your reason, don't fall for BS. The past is just there for you to learn from. Never being identified with belief systems that are out there. Define yourself as internal soul, and everything that is surrounded is there for you to transform it to the best of it, not just you there watching it perish. No, that is not the goal. As divine beings, we need to create, transform, and uh, spread the knowledge. The information is what changes the world. If you just stay, then it will be hard for you to change the world. The world can never be changed if you just keep silent. We have to spread this message for everyone to see. Yeah, that is that, guys, I wanted to share with you. Bye for today. If you have any question, put in the comment section, and I'm going to come to you and answer you accordingly, as the way we are here to help each other. Bye. Yeah, bye.